All right, all right, all right. Since we are live, let's check it out. Salute to the mighty LDBC. Much love to the chat. Those of y'all that's in the building early. Smash the like button as you come on in. I say smash the like button as you come on in. We're going to talk a little boxing. Share the video and spread the word to the ends of the earth. 78 Sports TV is live, you dig. Thought I'd come back on here real quick, man. Finish up my stream from earlier. I was hungry, man. Working out, man, had me starving, bro. I said, man, I was gonna open up the panel. I'm like, man, I gotta go get me something to eat. You know what I'm saying? Let me see if we got in the building real quick before we start cooking. D-Man Jr. in the building. HC Boxing, Southwest Dice, the homie Freedom's March is in here. My brother, my brother Joe Thompson coming through standing on LDBC business, you dig? Oh, hold on one second. That reminds me. 1 second here, y'all. Let me see something real quick. Like, I forgot something here. Come on, man. What in the world going on here? Here we go. All right. Let me do this here. Go on throw this in the chat. For the homies. Gonna get that out the way now. Tickets are on sale officially for the mighty LDBC meet and greet in Milwaukee, my hometown. And this is going to for surely be the best one. Yes, indeed. This is for surely going to be the best one. The way I'm finna hook this thing up so nasty. I'm about to hook it on up. Let me pin this in the chat. Pin this in the chat. Come on now. Let me see here. Where is the... There we go. All right, there we go. Now we can cook. I forgot to do that this morning. But anyway, yeah, that's the link to buy the tickets for the LDBC meet and greet in Milwaukee. It's going down. Going to be a 3-day weekend. You know what I'm saying? If you can only make the meet and greet going to be on Saturday, August 8th. But if you can make it out there before then, the 7th is a Friday. I'm gonna have a nice little tour for us. We're gonna do some major things. I don't want to spoil it, but it's gonna be nice. It's gonna be some historic stuff that you know what I'm saying. You're gonna like it. So we're gonna kick it, breakfast, all that good stuff on the Friday if you are in town on Friday. Saturday, of course, we're gonna do breakfast again. Then we're gonna do the meet and greet at 4 p.m. Until. And then Sunday, of course, we got the cookout. Don't worry about nothing. Just buy your ticket, and then I'll add more stuff to the to the to the website. I'll be giving updates as far as hotels we're gonna stay at and all that kind of stuff. If you want to stay at a certain hotel, but the most important thing now is if you're going to get your ticket, get that out the way so I can know how many people ballpark is coming, and that way I can talk to the hotel people and see what's what. You know what I'm saying? What kind of deals we can get. If I don't know how many people coming, then I can't. You know what I'm saying? I can't work with it. See what we got here. Shout out to the homie Rod Neal in the super chat with the 2-piece. Thank you, good brother. He said those dates fire. I will be there. Yes, sir. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. So August. So we got plenty of time for everybody to, you know what I'm saying, figure out what you're gonna do. And if you listen, if you live in Texas, American Airlines, one shot, one plane from Dallas or from Houston, one plane straight up to Milwaukee. Easy work if you're in Texas. All right, but anyway, let's go and get to the smoke. What's happening with the insane homie? Salute to everybody in the building. Oh, D man, yeah, try to make it, homie. We're gonna be kicking it like some players, man. I'm telling you, this gonna be the best one, bro. I'm telling you. What's up, Jeff, the producer? Salute to everybody in the building. All right, let's go and get with it real quick though. Uh, so we got Teofimo Lopez versus Shakur Stevenson. Now, someone brought it up earlier in my chat, man. They said, look, man, uh, both of these dudes duck dead. You know what I'm saying? It's what they say. Both of them they duck dead. These is facts. These is all facts. What's up, Nada 86 in the super chat with the 2 piece? Appreciate the love, good brother. He says, salute, General, and salute to the mighty LDBC. Yes, sir, brother. Appreciate it. My brother BFTB boxing in the building. What it do, BF? Over here cooking the fish grease, man. We're about to cook on the battle of the ducks, man. You know what I'm saying? Talk about how, the winner of this fight, because this is a great fight. But it's only great if they continue to do great things. I'm not finna be supporting two ducks, and y'all ain't finna like if the winner of this fight is going to say, "Hey, you know what? Let me finally face my fears." You know what I'm saying? Let me finally slay the dragon or attempt to slay the dragon, right? Let me finally do what Craig did and step to Debo, right? If the winner of that fight is going to do that, then cool. But if the winner of the fight is going to continue to play duck, duck, goose, right? If Donald Duck and Daffy Duck is going to duck Debo, then what's the point of this fight? Because this is my thing. I believe Shakur Stevenson is going to beat Teofimo Lopez, right? But this is the problem. What's up, Dante Gilbert? Salute. Everybody in the building. Star CJ. Mo G. Mo 2013. Salute. All right, now look. This is the problem. I believe Shakur is going to beat T.O., but Shakur has said some things that have been sketchy in relation to Devin Haney. Okay, Shakur has stated that he's willing to fight Ryan Garcia at 147, even though Ryan is a drug cheat and a weight bully, all that stuff, and a racist. Shakur has openly said after Ryan's racist rants, Shakur said he will go up to 147 and fight Ryan Garcia. He didn't say nothing about no rehydration clause. He also stated that he would go up to 154 to fight Connor Ben, is what he said. He would go up to 154 to fight Connor Ben. Okay. But when it comes to fighting Devin Haney, he says that he's going to need some type of rehydration clause or something like that, right? Now, we understand why this is because he knows that Devin is a better fighter than the other guys. So while people try to discredit Devin Haney and talk bad about him, Shakur and others know how good Devin is. So this is why a guy like Gervonta Tank Davis wouldn't go up. He wouldn't fight Devin Haney at 135. Tank Davis wouldn't fight Devin Haney at 135 or 140, and we know he ain't go fight him at 147. But he would go up in weight and fight a 200-pound Jake Paul. Why? Because that's how good Devin Haney is. So it doesn't matter what the haters say. Their favorite fighters know what time it is. Okay, so now we know that Shakur turned down the opportunity to fight Devin. We're just dealing with Shakur first. I ain't forgot about T.O., trust me. We know that Shakur turned down the opportunity to fight Devin and get 25% of the overall proceeds when Devin was undisputed. Devin would have drained himself one more time to stay at lightweight, and Shakur would have gotten to fight a drained Devin. As Shakur said himself in the interview, he was like, man, if he stayed at 135 to fight me, he going to be drained. And Shakur was rubbing his hands together like Birdman and Mr. Miyagi, right? So it was food he was making it seem like, right? But he still said no. So if Shakur beats Teofimo Lopez the way I think he is, all right, this is the problem. Keyshawn Davis is up there. We know Shakur is not going to fight his friend, his brother, Keyshawn Davis, right? So that's a waste of time. That's one fight we're not going to get. A good fight, but we're not going to get it because if Shakur is champion, he's not going to fight Keyshawn. We know Shakur is not going to also fight Richardson Hitchens. Why? That's his brother. So that's two high-level fights at 140 we're not going to get because – so we can't get unification because Shakur is buddies with Richardson Hitchens and he's friends with Keyshawn Davis, right? And we know Shakur is not going to fight Gary Antoine Russell. He's just not going to do it. He's not. So that leaves Shakur with. Let me pull up these rankings here. Let me see here. All right. These are the champions. So Shakur beats Teofimo. He will be the ring champion and the WBO, I guess. And then he will have Dalton Smith will be there, but Eddie Hearn owns Dalton Smith. Eddie Hearn's not going to put Dalton Smith in there with Shakur Stevenson. So that's a unification fight that's not going to happen for Shakur. Then you have Gary Antoine Russell, and Shakur is not going to fight him, and he's not going to fight the IBF champion Richardson Hitchens, right? So this is like really a waste of time. Like unless he's going to fight Devin Haney after he beats, because if Shakur fights Devin after, now that's dope. Now that's gangster. Now Shakur is racking up like the legacy points. You see what I'm saying? But if he beats Teo and then it leads to nothing but a Teo rematch or, I mean, listen, I'm not hating if it's a good fight though. If it's a good competitive fight, cool. But if he washes Teo and then, man, nobody want to see that, bro. I want to see Shakur move up and fight Devin the same way he was ready to move up and fight Ryan, the same way he just moved up to fight Teofimo, the same way he willing to move up to fight Conor Ben. I want to see him give the same smoke with Devin. Why not? Am I wrong? You know what I'm saying? Am I tripping? Now let me see here. Brian Johnson, what's happening with it? What's up with the homie CJ Robson? All right, now let me see. Let me look and see who's the contenders in the WBO. Let's see here. Let me see. WBO rankings. Look. Keyshawn Davis. Keyshawn Davis is number one. I told you, it's a waste of time. You know he ain't fighting Keyshawn. So if he get this belt, you think he gonna fight Keyshawn? Absolutely not. And who wants to see Shakur versus Alfredo Santiago? Or this dude here, Lindolfo Delgado, another one, this scrub, Oscar Duarte. Don't nobody want to see this mess. So the best option for Shakur Stevenson after he beats Teo, if he beats Teo, is to move up and fight Devin, the Dream Haney, for the WBO title, because you have the WBO title, so you can make yourself, you can get a mandatory fight against Devin. Shakur can get a mandatory fight against Devin if he beats Teofimo, because Devin is the WBO champion at 147, and Teo was the WBO champion at 140. All right, so that's easy breezy. Oh, I'm not even showing y'all the screen. My bad, y'all. I'm sitting over here talking, and I ain't even showing y'all the screen. Let me take this off. Here we go. Yeah, I ain't even showing y'all the screen. My bad, y'all. All right, look. So look, this is what you got. Teo, the WBO champion. You got Keyshawn Davis is the number one contender, and we know that he ain't fighting. He not finna fight Keyshawn. And any of these other fights is chump fights. They weak, and nobody want to see Shakur fight none of them guys. All right. So let's get back to this other part. I was looking at champions. Let me go to the champions so y'all can see this here. Okay. So these are the champions. Teofimo-Lopez, who's Shakur finna fight. Dalton Smith, who Eddie Hearn owns, and Eddie Hearn is not finna let that dude nowhere near Shakur. Gary Antoine Russell, Shakur is not finna fight him. And Richardson Hitchens, Shakur not finna fight him because that's his homeboy. Shout out to CJ Robinson in the cash app. Appreciate the love. He says today for Shakur going back to 135, he not going to 147 OG. Well, if he does that, that will be one of the greatest ducks I ever seen. That would surely be one of the greatest ducks I ever seen. If Shakur Stevenson was to pull that type of nonsense. What's up, Brown Sugar Tay in the building? Salute to everybody in the chat. Now let's go. Let's deal with Teofimo. Teofimo-Lopez has been ducking Devin Haney since forever. Y'all smash the like button, get the lights all the way up, share the video. Teofimo-Lopez has been ducking Devin Haney since forever. And Teo has stated that, well, y'all already know the history. He's went back and forth and act like he want to fight Devin, then he pull out, or he makes some type of crazy stipulations, or he brag about ducking. You know what I'm saying? So I have no faith in Teo fighting Devin Haney. I think Teo's just a coward when it comes to Devin Haney. The crazy part is, I think like he'll fight Shakur because he thinks he can beat Shakur. He will even fight Jerron Boots Ennis because he thinks he can beat Boots. This man think he can beat Terrence Crawford. Teofimo-Lopez thinks he can beat Terrence Crawford and Jerron Boots Ennis, but he does not think he can beat Devin Haney. Lord have mercy. Don't that tell you something? Don't that tell you, for all you haters out there, don't that tell you that maybe a trained eye can see certain things that y'all can't see? You understand? Just maybe Teofimo-Lopez knows what he knows better than you haters. He's terrified of Devin Haney. Terrified. The man is willing to fight Jerron Boots Ennis, Shakur Stevenson, Terrence Crawford, but he don't want no smoke with Devin. That should tell y'all something, fam. Get the lights all the way up. That should tell you something. So I'm gonna be tuned in. I'm locked and loaded, tuned in for this fight because I want to see what happens. You know what I'm saying? And I want to see if the winner of the fight, calls out Devin Haney. That's what I want to see. I don't know how these dudes are getting the pass for this type of ducking. I really don't. Dudes be on the internet all day long. All day long, dudes be on the internet talking about who ducking this and why Devin didn't do this and why this one didn't do that. But these guys like Teofimo-Lopez and Shakur, come on now. When they say it's not about Devin, isn't he at 147? Let me put that's a great comment. Now let's cook on that comment there, sir. All right. So now who are you using this to refer to? Teofimo-Lopez as an excuse or Shakur Stevenson? Which one is that excuse for? Because it don't matter. Because I can cook on either one of them. But just tell me which one is that an excuse for Shakur or Teo? Which one is that an excuse for? Let me know something. Shakur. Okay, great. Now listen. Shakur Stevenson has stated when he was at 135, after Ryan Garcia went on his racist rant and got caught cheating Devin Haney, Shakur Stevenson did an interview that's still on YouTube. Well, not an interview, but he was sitting down with Ryan. when they was kissing Ryan behind, even though he a racist. Shakur said, "I will fight you. I will move up to 147 to fight you." He wanted Ryan to agree to fight him. And matter of fact, he said that even before Ryan fought Devin. He said he would fight. He would move up to 147 to fight Ryan. Right? He also told Conor Ben, "I will go to 154 to fight Conor Ben. Easy. I will go to 154 to fight Conor Ben." He said this when he was at 135. So why is it he can't go to 147 to fight Devin Haney? I need you to explain that, good brother. Make it make sense for me. Make it make sense for me. He wouldn't even go to 140 to fight Devin when Devin was at 140, but he moving to 140 to fight T.O. Diabolical. This is nasty work. Somebody make it make sense. And like I said, Teofimo Lopez, he willing to fight, to move up to 147 to fight Jaron Boots Ennis. He was willing to move to 147 or 154 to fight Terrence Crawford. But he don't want to fight Devin Haney at no weight class. Y'all got to make it make sense. I smell some duck sauce, man. It smells like duck to me, bro. And people think it's cute that these guys are ducking. I don't think it's cute, bro. It's weak to me. Look at this. Look at this. The fight has sailed away. Isn't Devin trying to unify the division? Why fight Shakur now? Diabolical! The words, the fear, the terror, the nightmare of Devin Haney has them saying, why? Why you picking no Shakur? Lord have mercy. Debo Dev is real, ladies and gentlemen. This is the real deal. You see this comment? That's fear, ladies and gentlemen. I didn't make this up. That man wrote that and he pushed enter. He typed that out and pushed enter. He said, "Leave him alone. Why you messing with him? Why you messing with Shakur? Devin got his own stuff that he could be doing." That's what he said. Ain't that what he said? Diabolical. Now, first we gotta deal with this with the Tank fans. You know they don't want no smoke with Debo. Now Shakur fans doing this. This is you can't make this up. Shakur fans, y'all can't go out like this, Shakur fans. How are you justifying Shakur Stevenson willing to go to 147 to fight Ryan, willing to go to 154 to fight Conor Ben, but can't fight a champion in Devin Haney at 147? Y'all justifying this duck. This is what I'm talking about, bro. Something wrong with these fans, fam. Look at this dude talking about Jack Catterall. Look at this. Diabolical, the fear. Look at the fear. The man put it off on the white man. The man just blamed the white man. Oh, my God. This man said he will. Yo, Devin, hey, yo, this is crazy, bro. This is y'all see this? The man is blaming the white man now. Oh, Jack Catterall out there. Jack Catterall? We talking about Shakur Stevenson and Devin. This man said, Jack Catterall. What the heck? This is unbelievable. Bro, I never thought I'd live to see the day where Shakur Stevenson fans is acting like Tank fans, bro. This is crazy, the level of... Listen, from this day forward, I don't want to hear no more disrespect about Devin Haney. None. Because the way y'all are... this is what I'm talking about when I started to show off. This is what's really going on, ladies and gentlemen. People talk a good game, but in reality, they fear Devin Haney. That's why they don't want to see their favorite fighters fight him. That's why T.O. gets a pass for ducking Devin for years. That's why Shakur gets a pass for being a hypocrite and ducking Devin. And everybody else gets a pass. Tank gets a pass. Because y'all know who the best is. Devin is the number one pound fighter in the sport. He is. And I got to give him that. I got to give him the number one pound fighter in the sport. Because I've never seen nothing like this before. people are justifying this man just put it off on the white man. Jack Catterall, like, what the hell did Jack Catterall got to do? We're talking about a legacy fight with Teofimo-Lopez and Devin, or Shakur Stevenson and Devin. But Jack Catterall been calling him out. Jack Catterall? Bro, you can't make this up, fam. This is a whole nother level of fear right here. The man brought up Jack Catterall. Bruh, if that's not embarrassing, what is? Look at this. Look at this. Look at this guy here. Another lie. If he's number one, why didn't Devin fight Boots when he had the chance to? I'm glad you brought that up, sir. Glad you brought that up. So let me explain something to all of you who are listening, because Devin Haney haters have been putting out falsehoods. So let me tell you the actual factuals, okay? Devin Haney put out a hit list. Where's that hit list? Let me see here. Let's see. Because he said Devin didn't fight Boots when he had a chance. Okay. You see that hit list right there? And let me remove your name off the screen. Okay. Now, this is facts. Devin put this up, right? After he beat, what's the boy name? Jose Ramirez. After Devin beat Jose Ramirez, he put up this hit list. Who's on the list? Teofimo-Lopez at number 1. Shakur Stevenson at number 2. Gervonta Tank Davis at number 3. Who's number 4? Jerron Boots Ennis. Who's number 5? Brian Norman. Who's number 6? Mario Barrios. Number 7, Keyshawn Davis. Number 8, Rolly Ramiro. Number 9, Connor Ben. And number 10 was Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia said no to the Devin Haney rematch. Devin then pursued Teofimo-Lopez. Teo says no. Shakur Stevenson was finna fight Zepeda, so he was out of the picture. Gervonta Tank Davis is a mark, so we already know what time it is with him. What did Jerron Boots Ennis say, ladies and gentlemen? All at once, chat. Devin said, I'm moving to 147. Jerron Boots Ennis says, no, I can't make 147 no more. I'm going up to 154. That's what Boots said. That's a fact. Turkey offered the fight to Jerron Boots Ennis and Devin Haney. Devin Haney said yes. Turkey came out and said on social media, you got to give it to Devin Haney. One thing about him, he will fight anybody. Boots said no. He turned down the T.O. fight and the Devin fight. I don't know where you dudes be at. I don't know if y'all are casual fans and y'all just tune in to boxing like once a month or something, but this is what us real boxing fans have already known. This happened in front of the whole world. So this lie that Devin didn't fight Boots when he had a chance, no, Boots didn't fight Devin when he had a chance. Devin was moving from 140 to 147 where Boots was unified champion. Boots dropped his belts and said, I'm going to 154. Mm-hmm. That's what he said. Am I lying? Just say I'm lying. He said, I'm going to Kansas City. Woo! Kansas City, here I come. That's what he did. He got out of Dodge. The man didn't want no smoke. Boots went to 154. That's a fact. Okay? Now, then that Turkey said that. The Haney said that. So what, Turkey lying now? Turkey lying on Boots? Everybody know this already. Where y'all dudes be at? Turkey, that's right. Turkey told Eddie he not paying for none of Boots' trash tune-up fights because Boots turned out Teofimo and he turned down Devin Haney, and he said that he wants to go to 154 and fight some tune-ups. That's a fact. Look at this nonsense here. Why didn't Devin accept the catch weight at 152? Isn't Boots on the list? Dude, you have to be smoking crack rock. Devin's coming from 140 and he's moving to 147 to win a belt. He challenges the man who got the belt, and the man moves up to another weight class. And you talking about why don't Devin fight him at 152 for no belt? No, instead what he did was he fought the next guy who y'all all said was the biggest, baddest knockout artist at 147 in Brian Norman. And all y'all picked him to lose. And then he smokes the boy. He smokes him. And now y'all still out here making up cap and excuses. And don't think I forgot about you protecting Shakur. See, you try to change the topic to Boots. You try to blame it on Jack Catterall. But no, we finna get back to Shakur. Because Shakur is number 2 on the list. See? Why you trying to protect Shakur? What you afraid of? I thought Shakur was the best. What you afraid of? Scared the cat? Or you said, oh, he a tank lover. Oh, look at what we got here. You tried to be an undercover. So you was a tank lover. So this whole time, I'm thinking you a Shakur fan and you a tank lover. You try to throw me off. Nice, clever tactics. Clever tactics. Your Shaolin technique is very good. But I'm a master of ninjutsu. You understand? I peep your game now. You understand? Gervonta Tank Davis. Let's get on him. The scaredy cat. And has anybody found him yet? Is he? Let me check the Google real quick and see if this dude turned himself in. Somebody came to my video. Tank, you're lying. Tank Davis is with his attorneys right now. Really? Well, where you get that information from? Did it happen today? Because it didn't happen yesterday. Let me see here. 3 hours ago. Court docs. Boxer Gervonta Davis recently hit with arrest warrant, also avoiding civil suit. So this dude is still on the run. 5 hours ago, Gervonta Davis has world title downgraded, to champion of recess. I'm looking for some updates because the people say that I'm lying. The Tank is with his attorneys right now. I don't see nothing. These people talking about he's still hiding. He's ducking the law. And this is a local Baltimore news. Court documents boxer Gervonta Davis recently hit with arrest warrant, also avoiding a civil suit. Yeah, that's your man's in there. What's up, the lovely Sister Shaquilla Fields? What's up, Neek? Talk about it, Neek. Shakur can't move to 147, but Devin can move to 152. But that's how. You see how it don't make sense? It don't make sense to us, but to the lame-os, it make perfect sense because their whole job as boxing fans is not to see the best fight the best. Their job is to get to have their guy finish the race unscathed, right? He want to finish the race unscathed. They don't want. They all of them scared of Devin. Shakur fans are scared of Devin. Tank fans, we ain't got to talk about them. They just playing for fun. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Grandma made us play with them. You know what I'm saying? Tank fans, they the type of kids that drop their ice cream from the ice cream. As soon as they get it, they drop it. Ants get all over it. You know, and you pick it up and you wipe off the ants and stuff and give it back to them, and they good again. You know what I'm saying? They kind of a little off a little bit. Tank fan. All of them scared. Teofimo Lopez fans, they don't want no smoke. D-Man Jr., what it do? Salute to you in the super chat. That two-piece, appreciate the love, bro. He said Tank is going to star and fled too. Yeah, facts. Get him out of here. Brown Sugar Tay in the building. Anthony Bowden. Salute to the lovely Sister Cam in the building with the 10-piece. Thank you, good sister. She says, salute 78, a.k.a. the General. Salute to the chat. Peace and blessings. Peace and blessings to you, sister. Make sure y'all go sub to the Sister Cam. And by the way, I told everybody else earlier, if you just got getting here, pinned in the chat, the link is to the LDBC Meet and Greet 2026. This year's meet and greet in August. August 8th is the actual meet and greet date, but like I said, it's going to be a 3-day weekend from the 7th, 8th, and 9th. If you can make those days, you will love it. It's going to be the best one. We're finna lay it out. We're finna do some big things, so go ahead and get your tickets if you can. Joe Townsend just put it in the chat. Yeah, Brown Sugar Tay, I forgot to text you. It's going to be on Friday, August 7th. August 8th is the meet and greet. August 9th is the cookout. So 7th, 8th, and 9th. And D-Man, if you coming from Cali, fly Southwest. You can get a straight shot. A straight listen, if you come from California, get Southwest straight shot to Milwaukee, one plane. And you can get the tickets for the low. You know what I'm saying? You get the tickets for the low. And if you in Texas and you come into Milwaukee, American Airlines, straight shot to Milwaukee. Now I say I be knowing this type of stuff because I be shaking and moving out here. Okay, Tete, I will. Rod Neal, appreciate you, brother. Rod Neal, he ain't playing no games with it. Rod Neal got his ticket ASAP Rocket. All right. What's up, Will Sinclair? Yes, sir, man. Yes, sir. All right, but anyway, so check it out. We see what's going on here, right? Devin Haney wants to be undisputed at 147. That's why he wanted to move up to fight Boots. And then he was going to fight Boots. He was going to try to beat Boots. He was going to fight Norman, try to beat Norman, whatever. Boots decided to move up and weight. Fine, cool. That's what he wanted to do. Devin took on the next best thing, who y'all said was the best to knock out ours, the Young Bull, and Brian Norman. And all y'all picked Dev to lose. All of you did. And now that he smoked Brian Norman, now everybody shook. Now all the fan bases is quiet. Everybody quiet. You know what I'm saying? Look, terror. I'm talking about terror, bro. Terror. You know how they feel. This is how they feel. Okay, ladies. Ladies, you ever ever been driving and your gas tank is on E, and the your gas light keep popping on and making that dumb noise to fill it. You know what I'm saying? You running on empty. So you're like, man, let me get some gas now, because I don't want to have to stop in the morning on my way to work. So let me get gas now. But it's late outside. So you pull up to the gas station, ladies, right? And then when you pull up, it's like 10 to 15 knucklehead ninjas standing outside, smoking and yapping. What y'all do? You go to another gas station, don't you? Or you say, well, forget this. I'm going to get some gas in the morning. That decision you made was a wise one. And that's the same decision Shakur, Stevenson, Teo, and Boots and the rest of them make when they look at Devin Haney. Devin is the equivalent of them 15 ninjas standing out in front of the gas station. Because you know they're going to mess with you. You ain't finna be able to walk past Debo. They goes, oh, look at you. Hey, little mama, you got a man. Hey, little mama, you got 50 cents. What you got? Buy me some squares. These ninjas ain't got no shame no more. So that's what it is. That's what's happening with it. They don't want no smoke with Debo dead. They're going to apply pressure. So I want to see what's going to happen with the winner of this fight. Is the winner of Teofimo Lopez and Shakur Stevenson going to call out Devin Haney finally? Are they going to be ready to fight Debo Dev, or is it just going to be some mess? Exactly, Nick. Nick and Cam both said they're getting up out of there. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that's what I want to know. Who going to step up to fight Debo Dev? Because both of these guys have already stated they will move up to 147 and with 154. Both of them. For the right fights. Teofimo Lopez was just giving Devin the utmost praise. So he was basically insinuating that he think Shakur's scared of Devin. But, as if he ain't. He's scared too. Teo's scared too. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate that, Joe. And Joe, I'm gonna have to holler at you too about how I can get some of that old hillside out here. Maybe do I have to order from the site? But we got time though. And we got to wait. We got to wait till August anyway. We got time. But we need some of that old hillside out here. Some of this right here, that old hillside bourbon company. You did get some of that out here for the meet and greet. Yes, indeed. All right, but anyway, y'all, I ain't gonna be on here too long. I just want to come on here and put that out there for the universe. You know what I'm saying? The battle of these ducks. So it's a good fight. I'm tuned in. But both of these guys have been on the record stating that they will go to 147 and they will go to 154. So if both of them are saying that for other people, why not fight Devin Haney? You said what? You said why everybody, huh? Why everyone shook up the Russell brothers? Well, that's what we were talking about earlier. I mean, Gervonta Davis is the one who's supposed to be fighting them guys. Y'all don't want to apply no pressure for this guy to fight none of them, right? Shakur Stevenson don't want to fight none of them, right? Devin Haney tried to fight Gary Russell, right? He tried to fight Gary, and Gary said he would move up to fight Terrence Crawford. Devin said, "Well, I'll be your Huckleberry. If Crawford don't fight you, you can fight us, and we'll give you X amount of dollars. We'll give you 1.5 million." And Gary Russell said, "No, I was talking to Crawford. I don't want no smoke with you." These are all facts. It happened right here on YouTube about 5 years ago. Who's going? Walmart? Okay. Let's forget. Okay. Be careful because it's cold out there. Yeah, yeah. Gary Russell already turned down the Devin Haney fight. It happened right here on YouTube about 5 years ago. Well, 6 years ago now. Somewhere around that time. Like, what was it, 2020, 2021? Somewhere around there. It was all right. I got the video still up on my channel, the live streams and stuff. We was on here arguing about it and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. So Gary wanted more money to fight Devin than he did to fight Bud. Those are facts, absolutely. And look, that's all I'm saying. I'm just telling you the fact. This is actual factuals. Gary Russell Jr. said he would move up and fight. He would move up to 147 or whatever it was to fight Terrence Crawford for 1.5 million. And Devin Haney said, "Well, hey, I'll fight you. You know what I'm saying? And I'll fight you at 135. And I'll give you the 1.5 million." And Gary said, "Nah, for you, we're gonna need like 2 point whatever." I'm like, huh? What? It was unbelievable. That's what it happened. It happened. It really happened right here on YouTube in front of everybody. Because I was covering it. You know what I'm saying? So it was diabolical. Teofimo Lopez says he's willing to move up to fight Jerron Boots Ennis. He's willing to move up to 147 to fight Boots. He's willing to move up to 154 or 147 to fight Terrence Crawford. But he's not willing to do that for Devin Haney. Okay? Shakur Stevenson says he's willing to move up, obviously, to fight Teofimo Lopez to 140, but he's not willing to move to 140 when Devin was the champion. He says he's willing to move to 147 to fight Ryan, but he's not willing to move to 147 to fight Devin. He's willing to move to 154 to fight Conor Ben, but he's not willing to move to 147 to fight Devin. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what we call ducking. You understand? This is what we call ducking. All right? All right, but I'm going to get up out of here. Let some of the other brothers cook. I'll talk to y'all in a minute. Click the link. Get your LDBC meet and greet tickets. Get them early so we know how many people are going to come so I can work out some deal, get y'all some player prices for these hotels and whatnot. And I can know about how many people for the festivities and different events that I want to try to do to welcome y'all to Milwaukee. You know what I'm saying? we need to know. It is. But anyway, 78 Sports TV, salute to the mighty LDBC. Smash that like button, share the video. And I'm up out of here, y'all. Deuces.